Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Gauranga Nityananda. No music. Yeah, can you put this in the 18 there, Janaki? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gauranga Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gauranga Nityananda, Gauranga Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nanda Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga. All right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gora, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasari Gora. Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Nityananda, Nityananda. Gaura Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora, 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 Gora. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, 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 Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gauranga, 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 Vishvambara, 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 Nimai, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Nityananda 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 Gaurachandra Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. I read some verses from Chapter 2, The Glories of Nityananda, Balaram. Text number 1. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Let me offer my obeisances to Lord Nityananda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose opulence is wonderful and is unlimited, whose opulence is wonderful and is unlimited. By his will, even a fool can understand his identity. By his will, even a fool can understand his identity. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all glories to Lord Nityananda, and all glories to Lord Nityananda. All glories to Advaita Acharya, all glories to Advaita Acharya, and all glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all glories to all the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Music, great. I have described the glory of Sri Krishna in 6 verses. Now, in 5 verses, I shall describe the glory of Lord Nityananda. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. The Supreme Personality of Krishna, of Godhead, Krishna, is the fountainhead of all incarnations, is the fountainhead of all incarnations. Lord Balaram is his second body. Lord Balaram is his second body. Purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. Lord Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead. Lord Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead. Lord Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead, is the primeval Lord, the original form of Godhead, the original form of Godhead. And his first expansion is Sri Balaram. The personality of Godhead can expand himself in innumerable forms. The forms have unlimited potency, are called svamsa, and the forms have limited, and the forms that have limited potencies, the living entities, are called vibhinamsa. The forms that have unlimited potency are called swamsa, and the forms that have limited potencies, the living entities, are called vibhamsa. Translation: these two are one and the same identity. They differ only in form. These two are one and the same identity. They differ only in form. Lord Balaram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna. Lord Balaram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna. And he assists in Lord Krishna's transcendental pastimes. And he assists in Lord Krishna's transcendental pastimes. Purport. Balaram is Svamsa, expansion of the Lord, and therefore there is no difference in potency between Krishna and Balaram. The only difference is their bodily structure. The only difference is their bodily structure. As the first expansion of Godhead, Balaram is the chief deity among the quadruple forms, and he is the foremost assistant of Sri Krishna in his transcendental activities. That original translation. That original Lord Krishna appeared in Navadvip as Lord Chaitanya, and Balaram appeared with him as Lord Nityananda. That original Lord Krishna appeared in Navadvip as Lord Chaitanya. And Balaram appeared with him as Lord Nityananda. Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. May Sri Nityananda Ram, may Sri Nityananda Ram be the object of my constant remembrance. May Sri Nityananda Ram be the object of my constant remembrance. Sankarshan, Sri Seshanaga, and the Vishnus who lie on the Karana ocean. Garba ocean, and ocean of milk are his plenary portions, and the portions of his plenary portions. Purport. Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami has recorded this verse in his diary to offer his respectful obeisances to Sri Nityananda. This verse also appears as the seventh of the 14 verses of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Translation. Lord Balaram is the original Sankarshan. He assumes 5 other forms to serve Lord Krishna. He assumes 5 other forms to serve Lord Krishna. He himself helps in the pastimes of Lord Krishna, and he does the work of creation in 4 other forms. He himself assists in the pastimes of Lord Krishna, and he does the work of creation in 4 other forms. Uh, he executes the orders of Lord Krishna in the work of creation, and in the form of Lord Sesha, he serves Krishna in various ways. Purport. According to expert opinion, Balaram, as the chief original quadruple forms, is also the original Sankarshan. Balaram, the first expansion of Krishna, expands himself in 5 forms: Mahasankarshan, Karana Dakshai, and Garbhodakshai, Shiradakshai, and Sesha. These 5 plenary portions are responsible for both the spiritual and material cosmic manifestations. In these 5 forms, Lord Balaram assists Lord Krishna in his activities. The first 4 of these forms are responsible for the cosmic manifestations, whereas Sesha is responsible for personal service to the Lord. Sesha is called Ananta, as unlimited, because he assists the personality of God in his unlimited expansions by performing an unlimited variety of services. Sri Balaram is the servitor of Godhead. Sri Balaram is the servitor of Godhead who serves Lord Krishna in all affairs of existence and knowledge. Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is the same servitor of Godhead, Balaram performs the same service to the Lord Gauranga by constant association. Balaram performs the same service to Lord Gauranga by constant association. Translation. In all the forms, he tastes the transcendental bliss of surfing. In all forms, he tastes the transcendental bliss of serving Krishna. In all forms, he tastes the bliss of serving Krishna. In all forms, he tastes the bliss of serving Krishna. That same Balaram is Nityananda. That same Balaram is Nityananda, the companion of Lord Gaurasundar. The companion of Lord Gaurasundar. The companion of Lord Gaurasundar. I have explained the 7th verse in 4 subsequent verses. By these verses, all the world can know the truth about Lord Nityananda. I surrender unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram. I surrender unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram. I surrender unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, who is known as Sankarshan, in the midst of the Chaturvidya, consisting of Vasudeva, Sankarshan, and Pradyumna and Aniruddha. He possesses full opulences and resides in Vaikuntha Loka, far beyond the material creation. Far beyond the material creation. Purport. This is a verse from Sri Swarup Damodar's diary. It appears as the 8th of the 14 verses of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Translation. Beyond this material creation, beyond this material creation, beyond this material creation, beyond this material nature, beyond this material nature, lies the realm known as Paravyom, the spiritual sky. The spiritual sky, the spiritual sky, far beyond, beyond this material nature, lies the realm known as Paravyam, the spiritual sky. Lord Krishna himself, Lord Krishna himself. Oh, like Lord Krishna himself, it possesses all transcendental attributes. Like Lord Krishna himself, it possesses all transcendental attributes, such as the 6 opulences. Purport. According to the Sankhya philosophy, the material cosmos is composed of 24 elements, the 5 gross material elements, 3 subtle material elements, the 5 knowledge acquiring senses, the 5 active senses, the 5 objects of sense pleasure, and the Mahatattva, the total material energy. Empiric philosophers are unable to go beyond these elements, speculate that anything beyond them must be inexplicable. But the world beyond the 24 elements is not inexplicable, for it is explained in Bhagavad Gita as the eternal Sanatan nature. For it is explained in Bhagavad Gita as the eternal nature. Isn't it nice we get a chance to serve in the eternal pastimes of Lord Krishna here and Lord Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya? Serve this mission, transcendental mission. The spiritual sky is called the Paravyam, or the spiritual sky, since that nature is spiritual in quality, Since that nature is spiritual in quality, since that nature is spiritual in quality, there are no qualitative differences there. There are no qualitative differences there. Everything there is spiritual. Everything there is spiritual. Everything is good, and everything possesses the spiritual form of Sri Krishna himself. And everything possesses the spiritual form of Sri Krishna himself. That spiritual sky is is the manifested internal potency of Sri Krishna. That spiritual sky is the manifested that spiritual sky is the manifested spiritual potency of Sri Krishna. It is distinct from the material sky. It is distinct from the material sky, manifested by his external potency. Okay, we distinguish the difference between the spiritual potency and the external potency. We have to be in contact with the spiritual potency to distinguish it from the material. Otherwise, how can you do it? All you can do is speculate on it, even though you read these verses. You gotta be in contact with it. You gotta be in communion with it. You gotta be tasting it with your awakened spiritual senses. Okay? That's why only devotees can pass this on to others, can awaken this like ability to experience the spiritual sky even here. Yeah, yeah, in this world. And this must be, otherwise nobody knows what it is. How can they get out of this material sky, where everything but the material qualities without contact with what is spiritual? That's why these beings, they come into this world from the spiritual sky, and bring that to us. This is why Bhakti descending path, it descends from the spiritual sky, spiritual dimension, into this world. Mm. The all-pervading Brahman, composed of impersonal glowing rays of Sri Krishna. See, the impersonal glowing rays. Okay? That's why people, the souls, when they in the Brahman, they can misunderstand. If you don't have contact with the spiritual sky, which is simultaneously one with Krishna and different in its various forms, just like Balaram, Nityananda, simultaneously one and different, or even a devotee. They also have the same experience of simultaneously one and different in their form. Those who get contact with the Brahman, they think, oh, this is it. This is oneness, with this Brahman. They don't get to experience their original forms. Just like Krishna has his original form is Sri Krishna. See, it's eternal form. The devotees also. We have an eternal form in relationship to the Lord. See? Uh, the Brahman is only a partial realization of that. Just very small. Yeah, understanding. Not complete. It's not complete. We can get some idea of that spiritual sky by a comparison to the material sky. For the rays of the sun in the material sky can be compared to the Brahmajyoti, the glowing rays of the personality of Godhead. In the Brahmajyoti, there is unlimited Vaikuntha planets, which are, see, that's the qualitative aspect of the Lord. Yeah. So in the Brahmajyoti, there are unlimited Vaikuntha planets, which are spiritual and therefore self-luminous. with a glow many times greater than that of the sun. Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to, when you go to Vrindavan, people experience this very easily. Is that Brahman, Brahma Jyoti? That's like the atmosphere of Vrindavan. That's the atmosphere. It's one with Sri Krishna, but it's only his rays. Everything exists in that. You you got to go deeper. That's why you have to really meet a Vaishnava in Vrindavan. It said like you need to meet the Vaishnavas, like not only just any, no, not just a materialistic Vaishnava or a neophyte Vaishnava. We meet somebody who's in contact with their form in the spiritual sky. Otherwise, you only experience the outer, the you know the oneness part of Krishna. That's why even a lot of Mayavadis, they go to Vrindavan, and that's what they do. They need to, if they want to go to the full realization of Vrindavan, is you have to meet a resident there. That's the idea. Where um, Bhaktisiddhanta and Narottam and all the devotees say. It's going to the holy dham just to take a bath is kind of a bewilderment. It's not really the you don't get into the depth. You need to go to the holy place to hear from devotees, because the hearing process is a way to awaken to our original position as a devotee of Krishna. See? So we need to hear from the devotees to the hearing process. That's why we read yesterday in Bhagavatam says this hearing process is recommended by Srimad Bhagavatam. See, because it's a way to awaken that perception of Krishna in his form, and our forms in service. Go to the Guru and dive in his tea treasure. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is why this is confidential, the service of Krishna, because it exists, the spiritual sky and its servants exist far, far beyond this material creation, okay? The material sky. You see how big it is. And so the devotees, they have to come here. The Lord has to come here if there's going to be any deliverance from the material sky and the activities here, which are very bewildering to the soul. It's not who we really are. We actually belong to that spiritual sky. That's where we belong, truly, but we don't know that. I remember when I first got the book Chaitanya Charitamrita, in like 1980, just I made contact with Prabhupada in this book, and I thought, wow, man, this is where I belong. I realized that, man. Hey, I've been looking. This is my tribe, man. I've been looking for this. Who knows how long? See, that's what devotees said. Prabhupada even said there's a Vaishnava, just go out and preach. There's a Vaishnava on every corner, you know. You just have to make the contact. They're waiting for this because actually, the living entities are at different stages of realization. Um, but it's pretty rare that people are looking for this. But people are coming now. People are coming. So yeah, people are getting a taste for this too. It's really nice. The Lord, it shows you here is really the proof of the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Yeah, really, it shows you that mercy right here in the Sangha, because the you can meet many teachers and gurus in Vaishnavism and all this, but what is their qualities? See, this is what qualities do they exude? From the real devotee of Lord Chaitanya, from them this special ecstatic prema emanates. See, it's very special. And you can examine all these spiritual teachers and all of this, you know, how what does this spiritual prema emanate from them? And the problem is nobody is unless you find that rare person where that prema, that real prema that Lord Chaitanya brought into this world emanates. You have no way to distinguish. You can't distinguish the material attributes of even a Brahmin, or even the Brahma Jyoti from that. You need to contact a personality that represents more than just the spiritual sky of the oneness, but they're in their position as a servant, the servant of Krishna, not just one with Krishna, one with that energy, with that. See, that's the thing. A lot of people, even in Vaishnavism, they may attain the this oneness stuff. That's why I see sometimes they speak in terms of that, that oneness, or they exude that oneness. You see? But where do you see the person that manifests that prema? Okay? Very rare. Yeah. I remember when my ex-wife, when she first made contact with the Narayan Raj Sangha, and I went to visit her. She was at this hot springs, taking shelter at a hot springs there, And when I was associating with her again, I noticed she had this like a Brahmin kind of energy, and that's what she got with the Narayan Raj experience, and that's what I noticed. It was different than what I was experiencing, because what I was experiencing is very rare and very difficult to distinguish. See? And the Brahman is more easy to contact than this. See, this here, even once you have it, you have to be very dedicated to be clear about what this is, because so rare does it emanate from anybody in this world. And look at Bhakti Vinod, look at Bhakti Siddhanta, look at Prabhupada. They had this emanation, but they didn't teach extensively about it openly. Okay? Very difficult to distinguish. Easier to distinguish the Brahman oneness. That's why you see most people, if they're into spiritual things, they aspire for the Brahman, the Brahma Jyoti, that oneness. They want to be one with God and one with, that's this is more rare. Yes, proof of relationship with the Supreme. That is what Guru needs to show. And and that's what's happening here. Otherwise, you don't know, you know? So when I was with the Narayan Raj, and I don't say that not to put anything down, it's just, it's our journey. I mean, how much greed do you have to find the ultimate relationship with God, the closest relay? If you have that greed, you'll have to distinguish everything you meet in this world. You have to examine it. The Bhagavatam is written, about an examiner. Maharaj Parikshit examined everything in this world because he had contact with Krishna in the womb. And that experience, see, he was experiencing that Krishna from the spiritual sky, in his own relationship, as God, and he was looking, where is somebody that is related to that in this world? And he only found one person, apparently, according to Bhagavatam, basically just one person. And that was Shukadev Goswami at the end of his life. That's how rare it is, man. You know, uh, Nityananda and Madhavinda Puri, who are one of these kinds of Vrindavan devotees in the highest sector of the spiritual sky called Vrindavan. They went all around on pilgrimage, meeting so many uh, holy persons. Well, not sages and not that level of saints and sages. I want to confuse this. They met many respectable persons, many sannyasis, see, many religious persons, but they didn't get ecstatic in They were only ecstatic in their own activity, but they didn't get ecstatic from anybody they met until they met each other. That shows you, even back then, how rare that was. It's like, they recognized they were from the same place. Yeah. And when they embraced, they had the symptoms of that ecstatic devotion awakening. See? That's how it is. See? So when I went to the Radhakund Babaji's and these the Narayan Raj Sangha, I didn't experience that. Matter of fact, I remember I was associating with the group and I felt an energy there because it's an energy that they believe that this is the highest. That's what they believe, but they don't have contact with something that's deeper, and that's the fact I realized. And when I was going to the thing, I was feeling this thing. I didn't like it. It was like it was a buzz, like some kind of buzzing. It was didn't feel pure. It didn't feel. But to them, it was wonderful. See, that's the nature of the kalya. There's subtle and gross poison that comes from kalya. It goes very subtle, and it's always blocking people from entering the real Vrindavan. So when I was there in the Narayan Raj group and that energy of people and the Narayan Raj, and see, they're exuding an energy, especially Narayan Raj, because he's the head of the Sangha, you know, and exuding energy. And I wasn't feeling something was not right about this. I would go down the hill because this was up in this Badger area. I would go down the hill away from all of that, and I would pick up Chaitanya Charitamrita and we're back into the real the real Krishna consciousness. That was only some partial thing, and I felt so much. I cleared of that, So I would do that back and forth, and I started to gradually over some time make the distinction. You got to make the distinction, and if you don't, then you can get caught up in the various energies, all the way up to the Brahman level, that's the way it says Vaishnavas, they detest this Brahman. They don't want to be just one with God. They want to serve the Lord. It's more juicy. It's our position to do that ultimately. Yeah. Yeah. This is why people they don't understand what I'm preaching. It's very confidential. If they hear this, they think I'm offending Narayan Raj or offending the Radhakumbh, offending ISKCON. No, I'm just making distinctions. If whoever is here and you can make those distinctions because they've already been made here, practical. Otherwise, you can get caught up in these things and for your whole life. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like Lolita, she's every day, going deeply into this and getting purified by tasting the truth. Yeah, and it clears off all these energies. That's why you got to be patient here. Like that new lady that was coming, she has this oneness experience with God, this that everything is equal, and then she hears a new understanding, and it goes against her understanding, and she rejects this. Well, that's just how it is, some people will come and they will reject and stay where they are. They're very attached to what they believe, or they may, get a little purified and maybe come back. But eventually, if they want to know their original position in the spiritual sky, is not just one, the beings there in the deepest revelation of the absolute truth. They're beings there. They're conscious beings, individual, eternally individual, and eternally related to the supreme individual, Krishna or Narayan, or one of the various forms of the eternal Lord. That's just the way it is. This is so until you experience that, you're still in progress because you'll never be completely satisfied. Yeah. Yeah. And everything fades away, like she was saying, it faded away. That's not the complete experience, and that's Krishna's mercy that it fades away, that you don't get locked into that forever. And you keep searching until you find this. This doesn't fade away. If you engage in devotional service, you can do it forever. It's increasingly attractive forever. It's the only forever activity. That's what I found personally, trying everything else. This everything is limited in this world. See? You I mean, you can be unlimitedly one with God, but that gets very boring. Prabhupada used to teach about the people who attain liberation or mukti. They end up coming back here because they want to engage in activities. See, so they can't engage in spiritual activity because all they've attained is the Brahman oneness. There's no real spiritual activity in that. So they get bored and they come back and they start doing good deeds and philanthropy because there's some activity in that. So only when we attain the revelation and the realization of spiritual activity can we continually cultivate that and engage deeper and deeper in spiritual activity. That will never get boring. And those who are tasting that kind of activity here now understand that, just we start to, oh wow, this well, I can engage in this spiritual activity of serving Krishna, assisting in his activities like Balaram, like all devotees do. They forever happy, forever giving the Lord happiness and increasing in bliss. See, the living entities are limited. The Lord is unlimited. When we're in the unlimited Lord, our activities become unlimited. Unlimited bliss can be experienced in the unlimited Lord and nowhere else. See, in the Lord's energy in the material Maya is limitations. See, there's a limit on our happiness of sense gratification. See, there's no limit to the transcendental gratification of the soul's transcendental senses. There's no limit to it. This way it goes on and on and on. Look at us. Every day we come here multiple times. Unbelievable. Who would want to take a day off of unlimited activities of going deeper happiness and ever fresh happiness? That's what I'm experiencing. That's the whole point of you should have a guru like that. Yeah. That's ultimately like varnashram dharma activity. It's like, it's a limitation. Isn't it a limited activity? It's pretty much same old, same old. You engage in the same, just like you engage in regulative devotional service. But unless there's spiritual taste, it's a discipline, a mode of goodness type activity. You engage it's very superficial. See, until you start to taste the the bliss of serving Krishna, which is a transcendental level. It's very difficult to get to that point by sadhana bhakti, by vaidhi bhakti. That's why these gurus like Narayana said it takes many lifetimes to attain the prema stage. See? Yeah, if you go that route, if you try to perfect your bhakti by sadhana, it may take many lifetimes and still you don't perfect it. Why go that way when there's an easier way? That's the easier way is here and nowhere else that I've seen. They're all engaging you in difficult austerities to attain the stage that many of us have got here and we're modeling for the world. This is the model, man, to chant Hare Krishna with great, ever increasing ecstatic bhakti, increasing revelation and realization about the absolute truth. Here is always a tech, is the expectation fulfilled. It will be more juicy. It will be a festival again. Yeah, that's called the rasa dance. Why aren't Radha and Krishna and the devotees of Vrindavan bored? What keeps them from being bored, getting up every morning? Think about it. Wouldn't it be boring? And many people, they get bored with life. Every day they get up and do the same old thing. especially those who work in factory workers, they get up, they eat breakfast, get a limited happiness, and usually it diminishes. Have breakfast, get ready for work, take a shower, go to work, come home, then the Maya gives you activities, you know, oh, well, let's see, we'll give you some activities. You can watch the football game, have a beer, get a little buzz, watch the football game, oh, have a little sex, you get a wife, that diminishes after a while, just like, wow, See, all limited activities, people get bored with life. Yeah. That's why a lot of times they got to keep doing things, like, and they get bored. Ultimately, everything is limited, Yeah, yeah. I've been to you traveling. I remember I traveled all over the world. I thought, oh wow, I'll be happy, traveling. I travel all over the world, and everything starts to look like pretty much the same. It's like, oh, people doing the same thing. They look the same, pretty much, more or less. Some people are happier in the more like the poorer countries. The Western countries, people with their wealth and everything, they look more unhappy usually. Yeah, more closed down. That's why I like the third world countries or the less developed countries with technology, less developed because people seem more on the street. Like in India, they're all over the place on the street. In Mexico, also, they people doing stuff, and it's a little bit nicer. Yeah, yeah. But when you're doing spiritual activities, then whatever you do, and Krishna likes to move around in this world to share this bhakti with others, share contact with devotees and the people here, even going past them, just moving past the devotee. You know, you get spiritual advancement. Just the breeze that passes a devotee. Much less you give them a place to stay, or you give them a glass of water, or you hear from them, which is even better. You hear about these activities. You see, we're engaging in the Lord's confidential service here. That's why we talk confidentially here. And if they're attached to some level of illusion, they get all bent out of shape. That's why it's called confidential. But if you're here and you're open and you want to know the different distinctions made here that you have to pass through, they're you can't have faith in these obstacles. You can't believe in the material blocks, these principalities. How can you get to the real Vrindavan if you're blocked by the principalities because you have faith in the illusion? That's what it is. It's a faith thing. That's why you see when Jesus said, those who have faith in me, not a false ego in me, faith in the words, the preaching, see the energy, the actual ecstasy and intimacy that a devotee has with Krishna. When you have faith in those aspects of the Godhead, you receive a ambassador from the spiritual sky. Yeah, then you get so much benefit. See, then you can understand these confidential truths. You become a disciple and a friend, and then we have these talks. Can you imagine a Narayan Raj devotee coming here? Or a Jaipataka or a Radhanath disciple or a Radhakun Babaji? They can't do it. They're attached to what I've distinguished as an illusion, and you guys are listening to this. And see, they'll say right off bat, see, don't go to Gohar, he's offensive, right? Don't go. See, he doesn't believe in Jaipataka like we do. He doesn't believe in Narayan Raj like we do. He doesn't believe in the Radhakun Babajis as representing the spiritual sky. He doesn't believe in any of that. See, don't go there. You see why? Because their faith is in that. So, but what is the real thing? Should you have faith in these representatives, alleged representatives of the spiritual sky? Gohari says no. See? So, what is the standard? Where is the standard? Are they the standard, or is this the standard? for your faith. So all I can say is from logical basis, clear, to me, what is a clear perspective is proof is in the pudding again. It's like, all right, where is the ecstasy that we see glorified in this books of the devotees who are actually from the spiritual sky? Where are those liberated souls? Do you see any examples there? Do you see any examples in ISKCON? Do you see any gurus with the attributes of this ecstatic devotion that Lord Chaitanya brought to this world? Do you see anybody chanting the holy name with great ecstatic devotion, showing that they're the door to this realm, like Jesus preached, like Lord Chaitanya preached? He said, if they don't accept me, they will be destroyed. And what does that mean? If you don't accept Lord Chaitanya, you will be destroyed. That was back then. He was manifest in the world. See? His devotees were manifest in the world. If you didn't accept them, him or the devotees, because the devotees represent that Lord Chaitanya, if you didn't accept them, you would be destroyed. What does that mean? See? You remain in the material universe. Even if you get a position as a demigod, your body will be destroyed because it's not the eternal form. It's not your eternal form is not manifest here in this world yet. Okay? So that's how it is, because a lot of people didn't accept Lord Chaitanya right away. What is accepting a Jesus type person or a Lord Chaitanya type person or a real follower of Lord Chaitanya who's got the blessing of Lord Chaitanya, he's got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and what is their attributes? What is that's what you're to accept, not some material body accepting. This is what people do. They accept the picture of Lord Chaitanya, but they got the wrong picture. They get a picture of Lord Chaitanya. See, Panchatattva. Yeah, yeah, I accept the Panchatattva. They accept the picture in their mind. See, they accept the picture of the Panchatattva, but not the real picture of the Panchatattva, which is described by a real devotee who realized that picture and shows you that picture. The picture of Lord Chaitanya and his real followers and real devotees is ecstatic worship of the Lord, intimate ecstasy in their worship, like the Vrindavan worshipers. That's the picture. Do you like that picture? Do you accept that picture? No, no, no. I only accept this picture. See, I can speculate on this picture, right? Oh yeah, Lord Chaitanya, is like that. He's very two-dimensional. There's no three-dimensional, four dimensions to the Lord. See? The three and four dimensions are the ecstatic moods and qualities of the Lord and his real followers, who are the real representatives of the real disciplic line. That's accepting the Lord. Otherwise, you'll be destroyed because you have no spiritual contact. You refuse spiritual contact. You refuse the gift. You rebel against the gift, right? You revolt against the gift. No, no, no. I want to stay with my picture. Yeah. How ecstatic is your picture? How much tears are pouring out of your eyes from your picture of Lord Chaitanya? Is it the proper picture? Is it the as it is picture of the Lord? Because if you have the as it is picture of the Lord, from you ecstatic prema will emanate. People will see the symptoms of that in your temple, in your bodily temple. If love of God is preached and not hidden, like Prabhupada was hiding, and like Bhaktisiddhanta was hiding these things, these symptoms. Because he knew many people would not, if they had a big mission, write books, build temples, fill them with bodies. And most of them would not accept ecstatic devotion, so they didn't show it. Wasn't time. They didn't get the Lord knows when it's time, and then the order comes, like it came in 1996 here. Yeah, so who's the authority, man? The authority is one who has surpassed these obstacles of Putana and Kalya. They don't speak poisoned Harikatha. See, they're not a false representative of Vrindavan. They're not ignorant because of that. They're not swallowed up by the liberation, think it swallows up bhakti. That's what I seen in the Narayan Maharaj thing. I had my bhakti swallowed up by that liberation type energy. I have seen other people that came there also. Their bhakti was swallowed up. They didn't surpass the obstacle. See, that's the remember the snake. Bhaktivinoda said that snake represented liberation, and it swallowed up Krishna. See, when Krishna and the cowherd boys went into the mouth of that snake. And so Bhaktivinoda said that represents liberation. It'll swallow up Bhakti. So I know, and I went to Narayan Raj. Bhakti was swallowed up. I went to the Radhakund, swallowed up. But you know what happens when you have Krishna really strong? It burns that liberation away, doesn't it? See, the Krishna was with the cowherd boys. What did that represent? The cowherd boys went into the into that liberation and were swallowed up by it. But because of their relationship with Krishna, it just burned it up. Yeah. Some people they get swallowed up, like my ex-wife. They got swallowed their whole life. They'll probably be swallowed up and they will die because they don't accept this. She doesn't accept this preaching, does she? You can ask Lalita. Mahaviri doesn't accept. He's been swallowed up with his path. It's some liberation stuff, probably. He's swallowed up by it. They don't accept this kind of preaching. They don't accept this energy. See? So they will take more births. How can they not? They haven't distinguished. You got to make distinctions, man. You can't have faith in Kalyas. Their kata is poisoned because they're false representatives of Vrindavan. That's the obstacle. See? How do you know we've surpassed it here? People think you guys haven't surpassed anything. Yeah? Look at you. You don't even wear a dhoti, and you don't represent. See, you don't represent our picture of Krishna consciousness. Yeah. No, we don't represent your picture out there who have not surpassed the obstacles of Kalya and the Putana, false representative of Vrindavan. Yeah, we don't fit your picture, but we fit the picture. The absolute picture of having the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. We fit that picture. And anybody else who wants that picture as it is picture will get through all those obstacles, otherwise not. See? That's why a great sage, if you're being used by Krishna, you real Krishna, Vrindavan Lord Chaitanya, or Mayapur Lord Chaitanya, your opinion will be different from everybody else who's still aspiring to attain those realms. You notice that there? So therefore, the great sage is not a great sage unless their opinion differs from everybody else. Everyone else who is still in Maya, even though they claim not to be in Maya, or they give you the impression that they're not in Maya, or they try to give that impression that they've attained the highest realm. See? But they're caught in these principalities are blocking them. See? If they're not blocking you, you'll be chanting the holy name with prema like some devotees here. They chant and relish devotional mellows like you see some devotees here. Yes. See? That's why our opinion is unique. Because I don't see anybody else chanting. I didn't see Narayan Raj chanting with prema. I didn't see even one of his disciples chanting with the kind of prema you see here. See here. That's in accordance to the revealed scriptures here. Okay? That's why our opinion differs from others, except the book Bhagavad. That's as it should be. There's the book Bhagavat and a devotee Bhagavat. And the devotee Bhagavat speaks in terms of the real book Bhagavat. And if you believe in a real devotee Bhagavat, who's presenting the real book Bhagavat, boy, do you find self-realization easy. So Lalita says, no, here is his grace place. His miracles are happening because you are the Acharya. There's no doubt at all. Yeah. Yeah. Well, whoever believes that, look at you. You believe that, right? Look at your experience. Yeah. You're demonstrating because of your faith in your guru. Look at your experience. Look how you can taste devotional mellows like no other guru can even represent, simply because you have faith where Krishna and Lord Chaitanya and the real disciplic line is really working. See? Simply because of that. See? You show the real path. And anybody else who is like that, because you'll have the symptoms of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and be a representing of the real line and a participant of the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya in this world, which is a very great privilege for us, isn't it? Represent the real thing. It's not about believe anymore. It's about knowing for sure. That's right. And knowing for sure is the and as people come here and start to think, well, I think I also want that. There you go. You're a qualified candidate for Raganuga Bhakti. You also want to worship like the devotees here. You like this worship. See? Now that's called real spiritual advancement. That's knowing the mind of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya, we read in the purport, Prabhupada himself, that people don't know, seem to know Prabhupada. Prabhupada said Lord Chaitanya came here to put on a show, a demonstration. See, a demonstration that Raganuga Bhakti, that spontaneous devotional worship of Krishna, is more attractive than Vaidhi Bhakti. That's right from the pen of Srila Prabhupada's purport in the chapter 4 or 3, I think it was 3 or 4, probably 4, of Chaitanya Charitamrita, that Raganuga Bhakti, that spontaneous devotion, the real stuff, not the fake stuff, not the imitation stuff, not the fake representatives of Vrindavan type of Raganuga Bhakti. You know what that is? That's what you see in the symptoms of that in the Narayan Raj group and the Radhakund Babajis. You see the symptoms of the imitation of that. Yes, because you don't see any tears. Matter of fact, they tell you to wipe if you have even one tear. Don't show anything, man. See? Whether don't show anything. Can you show? Oh, I see. You can't put on that show of spontaneous devotion like Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda. Put on that show in the world to show and demonstrate as an example that spontaneous devotional service is more juicy way to worship Krishna, more attractive to Krishna and Krishna's real devotees, really advanced in devotional service. Oh, you're Raganuga Bhakti? Oh, you're teaching Raganuga Bhakti, you Radhakund Babajis, you Narayan Raj people. Well, where's the raga? Where's the spontaneous devotion? Where's the example that Lord Chaitanya said? It's your no-shows and you swallow up the bhakti that people have? Oh, I think you're caught up in liberation. You want to be liberated from that? No, we believe in Narayana. We believe in the Radhakund Babajis, even though it swallowed up our bhakti. We don't even know what bhakti is, actually. Oh, I see you believe in that opinion. Well, it'll be many lifetimes before you'll understand, because that's your blessing from them. That's your blessing from Narayana. He told you, may you be blessed many lifetimes before you'll get real bhakti. Prema. Real bhakti is prema. Yeah, don't take these blessings here. Even in this lifetime, if you really want it and you're sincere, that you sincerely want it, you know, and come to that point, which shouldn't be that hard. You see these devotees relishing increasing ecstasy in their chanting. Why the heck wouldn't you want it? What, you stupid or something? You dumb? Are you dumb like these people out there in the Narayan Raj group and the ISKCON group? Yeah, you're dumb. You're stupid. You're dummies. Donkey demon is blocking you. You got to be pretty much of a donkey demon obstacle in caught up in that. If you don't like this ecstatic worship, it gives you amazing intelligence, it gives you amazing shelter, amazing protection, amazing association with quality family members. You don't want this. You must be caught up in the donkey demon. You must be swallowed up by some liberation Vaishnavas imitating the real Vrindavan residents and saying that liberation is the real bhakti. You must be swallowed up in that. You must be getting some poison preaching that doesn't represent the real Vrindavan, the real conception as it is of Vrindavan. Oh, you must be in touch with a false representative of Vrindavan like the Putana obstacle. You must be caught up in serving some of those principalities. But I'm not caught up. I like to punch them all. I like to dance on those heads of those illusions. So let the world know what real bhakti is. Anybody proud of representing the real God in this world? Because that's what it's about, you know? Yeah, you stand alone if you have to. And but like Sudama and say, hey, you millions of followers of that Pundraka imitator, man, that Putana prick, Pundraka, he's not the real Krishna. Are you like that? Can you preach like that? You Narayan Raj person? No, you can't. You don't have the strength to do that because you don't believe in a real representative of Vrindavan. Even though they show you, they teach you what none of these guys can teach you. See? But those who come here, those who develop faith in this preaching become spiritually strong. Krishna, you become a real resident of Vrindavan. And like it says in Nectar Devotion, the devotees of Vrindavan are almost as powerful as Krishna because Krishna uses them with his spiritual power to dominate over the illusion. You take shelter. This is the secret, man. Those real devotees take shelter of Krishna and Krishna's real devotees. See? And easily overcome this Maya like the water in a hoof print of a calf, just like Bhagavad Gita explains. You see that here. You take shelter of a devotee like that. Become a real devotee of a devotee who has the shelter of Krishna and the real Vaishnavas. Then you cross over like that into the realm of spiritual bliss, even in this world. You can taste this nectar like Arjuna. Then you look at Arjuna says, wow, man, what you're telling me, what you're sharing with me is nectar. You like that too when you find the real representative of Vrindavan. Real Vai medium for the preaching of Lord Chaitanya's mission in this world. See? You make us represent the real form. Yeah. Well, there's no other way, man. That's why we have to have this. Maya is relentless, isn't it? The only way to overcome Maya is relentless preaching of the absolute truth as it is. Relentlessly. That's why we're successful here. Following the order and the blessings of Prabhupada, the disciplic line, and Krishna. It is not about, so unattractive. Many lifetimes, so discouraging. Yeah. Many lifetime preaching. Can you imagine? Here in this life, people see with their eyes, but they don't see. That's proof in itself. You Narayan Raj and Radhakund Babaji types, my ex-wife, you're caught up in some illusion. You can't see what's plainly evident right in front of your faces. And the only way is faith in the truth and the representative of the absolute truth in this world. There's no other way to overcome. Look at you guys. Look at my ex-wife. She wants to teach ecstatic devotees like Lalita, like she has something to teach them. The one who has attained the highest goal of life, love of Krishna, right in front of their face. They can't see it. And you want me to believe in the Radhakund Babajis? I look at your example 25 friggin' years, and you haven't overcome a neophyte position. What the hell is Krishna telling you? You don't see. But what Krishna is telling me, I see. He gives me the intelligence to think like properly, to have a brain. 25 years serving, leaving this for that. And even my new devotees, disciples here, look at them. Many of them very ecstatic and making progress. If you're sincere, Krishna sees it and gives you you feel this advancement on the spiritual path because you have faith in one who represents it. As soon as you lose faith in the real representative of the path, you lose the path, right? Isn't it? Don't we see that? Some people never had full faith in the real representative here. They stay here for 6, 7 years, and they still have no faith in the path and they leave. See? Or some people have faith for a while, then they, for its bad association or their faith in the illusions, and then they lose the path, right? They're off. Where's Meena? Where's Mahavirya? Yeah. Where's my ex-wife? See, they lost faith in the real path, right? Isn't that funny? They go back into the cycle of birth and death. The illusion bewilders them. They believe in the illusion. This is the only possibility to help them if they hear this class. Otherwise, they will die in that illusion. Krishna's devotees are the path, and they show you the real way. Because the Lord shows them the real way. They show you. That's Guru. Yeah. Yeah. Bhagavad Gita 10:10 again and again and again. The same thing, man. Why wouldn't you go and inquire from somebody who has that intimate relationship that you can see and described in the Vedas and described by other faithful, shown by other faithful Vaishnavas and described by them? Why wouldn't you believe in that path? You know, it's the best. It shows you that's the way to do it. That's the real truth being preached and shown and demonstrated. That's the real life. The real life. Hey, what is the real life? Isn't it this bhakti is the real life? Yeah, this is my real life. I can't. What? I can't just live by bread alone. I got to live by the words of these great souls, the words of Krishna and Arjuna. Of Maharaj Parikshit and Shukadev Goswami. Yeah, Lord Chaitanya and his pastimes with his devotees. Isn't that the real life? The name of Krishna, the name of God. Isn't that the real life of a devotee? Yeah, that's the real life. That's the real path, man. Deliverance wasn't in the Moses following the law, following you must do this, you have to do this, like Prabhupada. That's not deliverance is in the law of regulative devotional service without attachment, without bhakti lata bij, which is attachment to the transcendental service of the Lord. You're not delivered yet. You're neophyte gurus, neophyte followers. Blind, in other words, blind leaders and blind followers. You're blind until you have sincere, genuine, transcendental attachment to the loving service of the Lord. You're blind still. That's why these guys got to make it up and they're not really honest and they say, oh, we got to hold back our spirit, our great spiritual emotions that are nowhere to be seen. Caught up in lies and bullshit and bluffing everybody. And then they see a real person empowered by the real potency, they don't accept. No, they're so used to being cheated in this world. Isn't that the way basically it? The cheaters and the cheated? No, no, I want to go and follow the cheating paths. I want to be cheated. You want to be cheated, huh? Okay, you go over there. Maybe somebody will listen. Oh, they are listening. Some people are listening here. And I'll call those persons my friends. You accept this, what the world would call crazy, right? Isn't that the real path? The world and worldly so-called advanced Vaishnavas, those worldly Vaishnavas call this crazy. Okay? Oh, but you found the real path because Lord Chaitanya said the same thing. I'm one madman, and this Sarvabhauma who he converted was another one. He converted into a real devotee, real devotion. He's another madman. Therefore, he accepted my words as truth. Because those who are not ecstatic madmen will not accept this preaching, will they? Give me one Narayan Raj devotee who has faith in him. Accept this preaching. Give me one Radhakund Babaji follower like my ex-wife and come and see if she accepts this preaching. But you accept. You're mad. See, they'll call you mad and crazy, right? But are you happy crazy? Or are you like them, dry as a bone? See, by their deeds they are known, by their fruits. Where's the fruit of ecstatic devotion? But it's in many of you here and forthcoming in many of you here. Okay? Most are in illusion. Most Vaishnavas are neophytes. Hasn't changed since Bhakti Vinod. Most are neophytes. Neophyte is you can't tell the difference between what is transcendental and what is material. You can't tell the difference between a real Vaishnava or a real devotee of the Lord who has real transcendental love of God, real engaged in the real you can't tell the difference between them and a material, sannyasi or a guru in the varnashram system still. You can't tell the difference of those who are gurus, and at best they can manifest the qualities of goodness or maybe even liberation, oneness. You can't tell the difference. Until you come here, you'll see there's a difference here. That's why this opinion is different. There's 1 out of 1,000,000 who can taste taste this rasic, deep, ecstatic relationship with Krishna, and so many millions of religious persons in religion, in Vaishnavism, in Christianities, and Muslims, and all the religions of the world, and the New Age, and Buddhists, and they're doing that, and this is way different than that, isn't it? None of them have these symptoms here. That's how unique. People need to know the uniqueness of Lord Chaitanya and his real devotees and his real truths. You got to find that rare representative. So think about it. Have you found such a representative like that? Yeah. Highest Truth, Chapter 1, Canto 1, second verse. Highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion. My God, do we have such a privilege to show such a high reality that Lord Chaitanya comes once every 4,320,000,000 solar years. He's come to give us and share with us that highest reality, highest, deepest revelation of the Godhead. Share with us that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay, let's get some devotees up here. Let's see here. Somebody put the link up there. And yeah, put the link up, and yeah, and whoever wants to come up can. Lalita, welcome. Give us a word.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj, every time I hear that sentence, many lifetimes, Prabhu, I'm thinking I would have never followed that path. I would never have started on that. It's so discouraging. Many lifetimes. How can I know that when I leave this body, that, in what kind of a body I will come back? Will I have the opportunity then to meet devotee? This is such a big question. I wouldn't be. I
Yeah,
never asked. I went to the temples just as a tourist once in a while to do some service because I
yeah,
thought you've got to be a good person. But for
yeah,
the rest, I didn't hear anything reasonable that brought me closer to God, And I always said, for me, it's not working. For me, it's not working. Chanting was so boring, boring, boring. Um, yeah, for me, it's so clear that you need to be pulled out of your material life by somebody who has that power, who has
yeah.
that potency, that divine potency. Is enough now. Now you're gonna become transcendental because it's time. I have something special that gives you a real change.
Yeah.
Um, that is what you need,
Yeah,
instead of going to a temple and and giving yourself a spiritual life.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, whether you're with Narayan Raj or the Iskons or Radhakund Babajis, you got to see the uniqueness of this preaching if you want to move on. You got to see the power of it and appreciate that. I mean, otherwise you're going to be there on those paths that they taught. And okay, you learn from whatever path you're on, whether it's being in the world or on a religious path and all that stuff. But if you come here, you're going to get a special benediction.
Yeah,
That's and then you really know what it is to move deeper.
yeah,
Otherwise, you just stay like that, and that's why it takes lifetimes. You got to make contact with the spiritual sky and those who are residents there. It's all comes down to that. Otherwise, you have no experience or taste for what is actually truly spiritual. And, that's why at best there's so many Mayavadis who have the Brahman experience a little bit, a taste of it, and that's really hard to hold. That fades away very easily because it's hard to hold everything else except bhakti. If you get real bhakti here by good fortune, that's easier to hold because very attractive. See, once you get a strong taste for it by being in association with real devotees, and then you tasting that, then everything else you'll know. That's Brahman. Oh, that's nothing very attractive. Oh, that's the world, not insignificant. Oh, Sanskrit, insignificant. No, no, I want to taste this ever fresh, ever deepening. See, but to get to there by doing this sadhana stuff, you got to actually give that up, that idea that you're going to get it by sadhana. It'll take you many lifetimes. And in this Kali Yuga, you're not going to do it. You're not going to be able to do it. Look how bad things are getting already. We need that special mercy of devotees. How can anybody even conceive of making it to that spiritual sky that what Lord Chaitanya brought at this kind of Kali Yuga time by some sadhana? They're taking down churches. They don't like the leaders. Unless you're the church, man. Even if they put you in a gulag, a jail cell, but your body is a church. You call on Krishna and he comes, and you're happy. This is the only real practical escape. One guy said, we were talking a little bit about it yesterday with Pani's friend. He had this Indian friend, he didn't look very happy either, really. Like And I says, do you believe in conspiracy theories? He goes, no. No, this guy really needs help. And we were talking about, the world and it's like a matrix. And he agreed with that. He said, yeah, we're caught up in this. He said, is there any escape? Well, I said, well, I think there's only one. It's like what we have here. You got to escape you got to transcend the material dimension. See? The material mind and the material like what they call the devil or Maya. Maya is the mind. You notice mind, Maya. You got to transcend the material mind. You got to transcend the material emotions. Otherwise, they're coverings of our soul. You got to transcend even the Brahman level of oneness. That it still covers the real true nature of the Lord. It's not full in realization of it. See? And it's only the devotee who is actually cut through the mustard, all of that mustard, man. And has the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. And we carry that. Those who are getting the mercy, like Lalita and Govinda and others, you carry this legacy on. And anybody's going to get it, they're going to get it through you. Otherwise, they don't get it. They'll just go to the religious people and be caught up in their trips. They're long trips, right? The Narayana Maharaj thing, long trip, many lifetimes trip. Do you think it's ever been supposed to be that way? You think when Jesus came here, he was a many lifetime thing, or he wanted to kind of
No,
finish everything?
it's time now. I'm gonna
Yeah,
bring it to you. I'm giving you the
yeah,
spirit
he
now.
wanted to finish this
It's
stuff, man. Yeah,
finished.
yeah, yeah. It's no different in Vaishnava. Lord Chaitanya came to finish this, make it easy. And we're here to show the easy path, man. Whoever I tell you, it's that easy. Just come here regularly, 30 days, 60, whatever it is, get through a little purified of your things that make it so long. And receive the mercy, from, like, wow, yeah, I want yeah, I got it. I'm developing faith in these words. Why not? They're real. They're the realest thing you've heard. Well, you think you heard real words from these gurus who don't, they're not yet honest. I don't care how honest they appear. Still, you're not completely honest until you're a resident of Vrindavan. Don't tell me you represent Vrindavan, but you don't. There's still level of dishonesty there. This is what St. Paul was trying to say. He says, you rule followers. I was one of them, but it's like filthy rags before the Lord I worship now. Same preaching. That's why I say the same thing. You rule followers, that pride that you got, pride of being a guru or sannyas and everything is like a dirty rag in front of the Lord. Yeah. You got to get this mercy that St. Paul carried. See, Minikhitam Ramdas carried in our Vaishnava line. All these real followers of Lord Chaitanya. You got to that's your real contact with the spiritual sky and its residents. Complete is the actual devotee.
Yeah.
There's no other way, man. No other practical thing.
They're talking about that causeless mercy. Shamagori still writes that in Johan's class. The causeless mercy of Chaitanya. But what is that causeless mercy?
That
That's
they
that
don't know.
substance. They don't know what it is. It is that substance. That is the causeless mercy. You receive something because of
Yeah,
He is so merciful. You will be saved.
yeah,
Saved. That is a merciful Patita Pavana who saves you,
yeah.
by
Well,
your hand, actually, in this revival.
well,
Um,
if the cause of mercy is an ordinary person just coming here.
yeah.
say like a Fanny or a Amy. They just come here and they say, "Oh, I just want to stay here. I want to just bask in this." See? And they get delivered by the causeless mercy of where it is. We carry that causeless mercy. Anybody who takes shelter of it. But then you got all these big gurus in ISKCONs and all that. But these persons get the causeless mercy because it rains here, that causeless mercy. It doesn't rain there. Where's the causeless mercy of, oh yeah, you just do this hard work, chant 1 lakh, do these fasts, and after many lifetimes, you will get Krishna. Where's the friggin' causeless mercy in that? Where's the
You have to
causeless
do it
mercy of
yourself.
doing sadhana and working to attain Krishna? You don't know what that is yet. Lord Chaitanya brought the causeless mercy. He was the causeless mercy. His real followers carried the causeless mercy of Lord Chaitanya. That's why it's always been that way. Nobody would have gotten the Holy Spirit if they didn't take shelter of the causeless mercy carried by those real apostles of Jesus. And they were just considered themselves ordinary persons. They didn't have the pride and think like I got to be a superstar devotee like all these sanghas in religion do. Like the Narayana, they got to be superstar. You got to be qualified. You got to be deserving of the mercy. They don't know what causeless mercy is. Deserving of the causeless mercy? Yeah. No, you just come here, pick up the causeless mercy. If you somehow or other faith in what we're preaching here is born in you, boom, man. You're free forever. It's always been that way, as it always will be. Minikaitam Ramdas in Lord Chaitanya's or movement, or Nityananda. He had faith in Nityananda. That was it. And boom, man, just by faith, he had strong faith in his guru. Boom, he became an ecstatic devotee. It's always like that. When you got, that's why you overcome doubt by the causeless mercy that the devotees have, just by being in that mercy. See? So it's causeless, but the cause is being where it is, right? Where is that causeless mercy? It's with the devotee. Man. Krishna wants to be heard. I like that. Krishna wants to be heard. Yes? See? He wants to be heard. Not your phony pictures of Krishna. The real picture of Krishna, the real conception as it is. That's why it's the word that delivers you. It's the word of Krishna as he really is, his real nature, his real pastimes, his real philosophy, the real mercy of Krishna. I mean, you can't, people got to hear about the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya and where it is. And the easy way to get it is just come here, turn your cameras on, man. Make friends with the devotees and go through the purification, man. Let your bullshit ideas just go by the wayside that didn't really help you. How have your bullshit ideas helped you? The only thing that'll help you is this ecstatic worship of Krishna as he is. Yeah. See, attachment to our false ideas is what keeps us here in this world and following these useless paths now. Every path except this one that gives you causeless mercy of Lord Chaitanya is more or less useless. It's only useful to donkeys who are caught up in the donkey, ignorance. You know what ignorance is? Simple. You need to hear this. You persons that are in these sanghas, even Vaishnavism. It's really dumb and donkeyish not to accept the causeless mercy that's here in this sangha. To chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion and to stay with a path and a teaching and a speculation. I don't care who it is that is giving you the benediction of taking many lifetimes to be free. What kind of benediction is that compared to people getting free right in front of your eyes here? See, that's the thing. That's that donkey demon doesn't make you intelligent enough. Why would I go to any guru that's going to make me less intelligent, not to understand the simple facts? You know, we don't explain them as it is, that when you chant the holy name in great ecstatic devotion, you're a liberated soul now. Now you serve the transcendental form of Krishna, you know, and you transmit that form to others who believe in your energy, your ecstasy, and your word that comes from that ecstatic worship, just as per the scriptures teach. You got to be a bit of a donkey, caught up in that principality, if you can't accept that, right, Govinda? Oh, where is this? There we go. What do you think, Govinda? Is your mic working today? No. Huh? You always have lousy internet problems. Yeah, yeah. Krishna wants to be heard. That's really true, because if you hear Krishna and that you hear him through the Vaya medium, you got to find one of those. Otherwise, how are you're not hearing Krishna? You're hearing Krishna's Maya on some level. See? Vrindavan is a special place. We're opening that door to easily walk through. That's why people can't believe it. It's too easy. But that's how it's always been. When deliverance is here, the devotees are here preaching it, not holding it back or hiding it. The truth will set you free. The truth of this kind of preaching sets people free. That's proof. We have authority here. This is what's like Jesus said. I have the Father has given me authority to open people's eyes. See? To make the deaf hear. Yeah? To raise the dead. That authority is here too. He said it. It was true. Because when the Holy Spirit awakens, now you've got a resurrection. Now you can see or perceive the truth. Oh, now you can hear the truth and relish it, taste it. Do you think we're doing anything different than Jesus? The same thing. You just got, this is better than raising dead bodies that stay dead. This is better than opening deaf ears to hear mundane sound vibrations. This is better than opening blind eyes to see the mundane world. Okay? This is the real resurrection and the life. This is the real opening of the sight and the hearing spiritual sound vibration. Otherwise, what good is to hear all this bullshit in the world? Better not to hear the bullshit in the world. Better not to listen to the TVs and all that other stuff. If you can't hear the spiritual sound, because the material sound just takes you down. Okay? When you hear spiritual sound, you see everything is included. You can even marvel at the Lord's Maya because you see it's connected with him, and therefore there's no Maya for you. Yeah. That's why I can watch TV shows. Now I'm free. I can, I'm free. Whether you want to watch or don't want to, it doesn't matter anymore because I see it. Everything is related to the Lord and connected by the causeless mercy of Krishna that we want to distribute to others. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how you know that he's everywhere.
Yeah.
He's there. He
He's there.
controls everything.
Yeah. Yeah. He's controlling everybody through the modes of nature. You can see who's sleeping under the modes of nature. You're asleep. If you're under the modes of nature, even goodness, you're still asleep. I see people wasting their time. under the modes of goodness, doing all these dry, and like to me, it's like empty activities in the mode of goodness because it's still covered. Once you get attracted to a soul form, the soul's activities, this other stuff is like it covers, like it's not attractive at all. But people are attracted to the mode of goodness and from the mode of passion. They think, oh, good. I want to be a good person. I want to do good deeds. Oh, I want to be a regulative devotee and sannyasi with a big stick. You know, you get all the pride with that too nowadays. Nobody's thinking, I want to be like you. Remember, like you see Amy. Nobody wants to be like her, right? Poor girl gets criticized by all these fools out there in the world. They think, oh, she's all these beautiful qualities of faith and Guru and Krishna and the Vaishnavas. Nobody wants to be like that. See? That's why even as
Yes.
a disciple, you're rare. You have faith in a real guru who really represents Krishna. You don't think you're going to be different. You don't think you're going to get lots of tomatoes thrown at you because most people have faith in people that are illusionists. Yeah. So whoever comes under the shelter of this preaching, you will know, and that'll be how you help others. Some people will come to believe in your experience that you're really on the path because you're getting the juice, man. Right? You're different. Most people won't because most people like to follow the herd. Isn't that the way it's always been? See? But proof that you're in the real devotional potency is you won't care that much. You will care by being in your truth, in the truth, and serving Krishna in ecstasy, and whatever comes is the icing on the cake. Look, this is all icing here I got. I just preached on my own for years, and wow, I got a family of friends now. You know, it's amazing. Yeah. And you'll stay friends if you stay on this path. Otherwise, you'll become like a obstacle. Yeah. Yeah. Like even my ex-wife, she's an obstacle now. She has no faith in what we're doing. See? No faith. Therefore, who wants to be around a person who doesn't have faith in the truth? You got to be an idiot. All you can do is try to help them. And if they don't want to help you, move on. Shake the dust from your feet because it's dust, man. Dust over their eyes. And they, no, I want to look at the dust. Okay, look at the dust. Okay? So I use these people for preaching. It's like a movie, use it for preaching. What not to do. Don't go the Johann thing. This is why. Can he explain why to do what he does? He's explaining why not to do it, but you need to hear it here to find out why not to do it. And this will make more sense than that nonsense he's preaching. That's against all the tattvas. Guru tattva, being a putana and not a real representative. Do you think that guy really knows Vishaka? You think you got to be an idiot to think this guy who does Guru Aparad knows Vishaka and Lalita is very dear to him. That is the biggest bullshit story. And any of you spies looking at that, you need to know that. You need to hear that. You're being bullshitted by the Lord's Maya that he's under by that Guru Aparad. That's so ridiculous. Oh, glories to Vishaka is very dear to me. What a fucking lie that is, man. Anybody believes you are an idiot, man. You deserve to be over there. Yeah, yeah. That's the perfect path for you, idiots. Stay under that shelter. Find out how much mercy you get.
It's not a shelter. It is not a shelter.
No, there's no shelter. The rain is coming down on these people. It's raining illusions and illusions, and they get worse until they give it up. Yeah, you get the opportunity to serve a real representative of Lord Chaitanya in the line, and then that happens. Oh, it's destiny. It's unfortunate, but just because he came here, the Lord will make it short.
Yeah, I think about what that Aliyah said. It's fading away, but to me, she said something else in a private conversation. She said that she was living with that memory and that it was giving her power and blah blah blah. But here she said it was fading away, and that's what I see with Johan as well, because
Yeah,
he's not drinking the juice from the true vine.
yeah,
Um, and actually, already that was going on years ago.
yeah,
He was not really drinking,
yeah,
greedy drinking
yeah,
to be fed, to become transcendentally,
yeah,
to be lifted up and to grow, grow, grow. He thought he was there. He
yeah,
thought he was there already.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That illusion. You lose faith in Guru and there as a connection. And then you get further and further away from the truth. Even though your body is there, it's consciousness.
yeah. And if you
Yeah,
start criticize guru and you make your own gurus and you ridicule your guru, yeah, you show to Krishna that you don't want this connection anymore.
no, yeah,
You show you want to go your own way.
yeah. Yeah, it's competition, that level, this false ego. Just like here, well, you're criticizing me, I can criticize you. No, I'm pointing out the faults that you fell into, but you don't listen. Well, how, but you'll look for fault in the truth. I look for the fault in the illusion to help the devotee. See, that's the difference. He's looking for the fault in the truth, and that's faulty, isn't it? Is this what? Don't we represent the real bhakti here? Don't we, show that the power of the Lord is here to awaken people? Yeah. So you find fault with the truth that's faulty. Okay? People can't understand how the devotees work that have this prema because it's different than a human being. You why do I need to find fault with a Johann? What, to put myself up higher? You know? Well, in a sense, yes. Because if you think that is higher than this, you're an illusion. If you think the Narayan Raj group preaching is higher than this, you're less intelligent. It's just the way the energy works. So whoever does come to see that this is higher than the preaching of Narayan Raj, the Radhakund Babajis, and Radhanaths, and the Jaipatakas, and the Johans, you can be where I am and where Lalita is. Okay? That's the secret of how to defeat Maya. Jesus taught this. He said, those who believe in me, all their sins will be forgiven like his were. Let them, they believe in my word and my consciousness and my distinctions. Therefore, let them be where we are. You want to be where we are, the devotee and the Lord? You want to be in that consciousness? Do you want that kind of life that gives you everlasting life? Well, you got to see this preaching is better than the Ram Raj. Is deeper, more real, more true, better than the Radha. Otherwise, then you're with that. Your faith is there. By your faith, it shall be. That's why I teach the guru principle. They're teaching the guru principle too. Okay? Huh. And it's all about that. Just like this Aliyah that came, she's thinking her experience now is the right one. See, so she doesn't accept this experience and these words and these truths. For it doesn't make sense. Okay, so see your faith by what you have faith in, your division of your faith. Yeah. So those who come here get this special experience. You notice it's special? Isn't it special? Isn't it different? Isn't it unique? Well, if you want that, you got to have faith in this preaching. If you develop faith in this preaching, I don't tell you to be a blind believer. I tell you, come listen, look at the different angles, look at these different sanghas, look at what they're preaching, listen to this word and these distinctions made already. And when your faith becomes strong and solid and everything, then you'll be like those here that their faith is strong and solid. You want to be that? You like this ecstasy? You like this protection? You like this special worship? Well, this is what Lord Chaitanya came to demonstrate and preach. And this is the revival here, not be revived anywhere else. It's not in those groups I mentioned. There is a song. I'll sing that for you, Guru Maharaj. I want to follow, follow you, like a signal follows a mobile phone. Yeah, yeah, like a signal follows a mobile phone. Yeah, yeah. We're kind of mobile, moving. See, yeah, follow the signal. Yeah, all you do is tune into the frequency here, right? Certain channel here. There's so many channels on Facebook, all people talking various levels of bullshit. To me, it's bullshit in the material world if you don't see that connection with the supreme personality of Godhead. So many people, and so many ideas, what supreme God is a person? No, I don't believe that. Ooh. These personal qualities? No, no, I believe it's oneness, to be God, all kinds of ideas and all of this. It's all within the realm of illusion, unlimited speculations. Yeah. Yeah. Be like Amy. I don't blame you, man, because that's amazing. That kind of faith. You see, open-hearted, real, like that's a kind of a testimony. You see how she stands right up and says, "My good, go on, Hari dance." That's that's anybody who does that. See, that's Lalita standing up for her guru, and Govinda. You got to show people the path by your honest, genuine experiences. That's pure. Is that. Yeah. And if you've got the deepest and the best representative of Lord Chaitanya in this world, you're going to have the best and deepest experience, right? Come. Everybody's saying they represent Lord Chaitanya, and on some level they might, some level. But what about this level? Is this kind of different? This is a very deep level, isn't it? And when you get purified enough, which is not that much, you just you look at the scriptures and you look at the living experiences here, and you look at the scriptures and they kind of match. And you think, wow, now I'm starting to understand what devotee Bhagavat means. I look in the book Bhagavat and I look at the devotees Bhagavats. We're making devotee Bhagavats here. They actually have real devotion.
Yeah. Representing him by having his body inside,
Yeah,
in every
yeah,
cell of your body. That's
yeah,
really representing him
yeah, yeah,
and having his words.
yeah. Does anybody have the link here? Wonder if I can get it some other way. How do I do this? The link to come on live? Somebody should save that if they can, so because I can't do it here. I can't because I'm on the computer that's not linked to
I
Facebook.
saved it. I saved it, but I cannot. I cannot control it. I don't know the words in English. I
Oh,
cannot. It is not possible. I get a gray line. It
oh
doesn't
yeah, yeah. You can't copy it.
copy it.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
word.
yeah.
I cannot
Copy it.
copy it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So why didn't you come on there, Noodles? Who else? Anybody else want to come on? See, the more people that see the interactions, you got to get into this if you can. Yeah, this is people are looking for examples, and this is not, this is why it's Krishna and the residents it wasn't just Krishna and even Radha. It was Krishna, Radha, and the various levels of various gopis who put in the pastime. We do the same thing here. You put your energy in. Otherwise, what are you, a bleacher, a person? Don't you want to share this with people, or share actually for yourself? Do it for yourself. You know, do it for your deepening of what you are. That's how you do it. And if you're feeling this shyness and stuff, that's all illusion. Yeah. That's keeping you from advancing. That's what Maya does. She makes you feel ashamed, and all that stuff. And this is your opportunity to overcome it. Yeah. Yeah. That's why Krishna took the clothing off the gopis so he can have more intimacy with them. The clothing is this feeling ashamed. Even in the garden was the same problem. When they listened to the snake, the lies of the snake is his Maya, Mahamaya. Then they put the fig leaf on. They were ashamed of their bodies. Okay? You became ashamed of actually not their material body. They became ashamed of their spiritual form in relationship to God. The fig leaf was not for the material body. It was for the spiritual body. They put a distance between them, the intimacy between the Lord and themselves by listening to the snake. That's why Krishna said, "Oh, you gopi, okay, let's." Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, school rush. Okay. All right. So anyway, I said what I said. You guys do what you do. Um, what else? What else there, Lalita? Anything else?
Uh, I'm happy with this part, Guru Maharaj. I'm really happy. This is non-expected, actually, completely non-expected. This mercy is extremely big. This substance is very strongly working, giving you a real transformation in your heart and in your mind. Giving you deepen your relationship with God, with the God that you don't know before you meet Him, by receiving that mercy.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Hare Krishna, Janine.
Hare
She took
Krishna.
up the
Thank you,
challenge. That's
Gurudeva.
great. I shamed them enough to get them up here somehow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Lalita. What?
Yeah, so we don't know God at all. You've got to meet Him. You really have got to meet Him. You've got to discover Him. He's hiding. That Mayavadis also are always angry when you say He's hiding. No, He's not hiding. He's hiding.
Yeah. You got to go
You-
through the door see, they're into the Brahman, and
yeah,
that's shining. They don't see the real forms of their form,
yeah,
it's still blind, still
yeah.
blind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
growing process. It's
Yeah.
like the best relationship. There is no relationship like with Him, because it's always getting better and better and better. And the most relationship is going down, down, down. With Him, it's always going up, up, up. So yeah, there is nothing more satisfying than investing in that relationship with Krishna.
Yeah. Without the devotee, it's very difficult to develop attachment. It's almost impossible, actually. That's why the Lord and devotees come here to that form, because you're blocked by so many obstacles, and illusion, and we're weakened more and more. So you need the strength of the devotees. Literally, when you have a spiritual master, you get their strength. They kind of turn it over to you. What they've done, you get just as like a gift. It's amazing. We live
Yes,
by the
yes,
strength of the real Vaishnavas.
yeah.
Even in their books, they give us their strength to attain the real God. It's a secret. Janine, give us a word.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sending me the link this morning. I would have missed class again. It's still not
Ah,
working. Yeah, since the last update, I have a few problems with my mobile phone.
ah,
Yeah, I just came home from bringing the children to the daycare, and I'm so happy to see that you're still alive
ah,
because I joined in the beginning, woke up, and first thing I could come
ah.
online and chant a bit with you. That was really great. And now I just came up to say that the class yesterday evening, it made me so happy. I was, yeah, I was like drunk. I was so emptied out and so happy and feeling so free again. It was just amazing and overwhelming. Um, I afterwards I couldn't finish the whole class because sometime at a certain point I just um, faded away in a certain kind. I
Yeah,
fell asleep a little, and then it was time for me to go to bed. So I
ah,
didn't came online yesterday,
yeah,
but yeah, I just wanted to tell you that.
yeah.
Thank you so
Was it
much. It
was
was
it
great.
the afternoon class or the
Yeah,
morning?
yeah,
The afternoon one.
the
Oh,
afternoon class. Yes.
so
Yeah.
did you like the interaction part, or which part? Was it all of it, or?
It was all. It was from the beginning, and it got deeper and deeper and deeper. And I cannot even tell you what you were talking about because Uh, lately, whenever I watch class attentively, that's the problem. I don't have much time at the moment to listen really attentively. It's
Yeah,
more or less next to going shopping, playing with the kids, or something like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there are not these effects. But when I really listen attentively, it's like my mind is going complete empty, and I'm diving into another world. It's really like, yeah, my mind. I cannot really focus. It's more, yeah, like sinking into a kind of dream.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm not seeing things. I'm just feeling, and I start feeling happy again. There's a lot coming out. I cry a lot, and
yeah.
yeah, and at the same time, my mind empties out. And
Wow.
yeah, it's really hard to focus afterwards. And yeah, that's of course that's one thing that makes me problems at the moment because I really have difficulties to combine this to my everyday
Yeah,
life
yeah,
and everyday duties. It's not only an aspect of time, but there's so much to things to focus on in material life at the moment that
yeah,
when I'm going there with an empty brain and I cannot focus at all, it causes
yeah,
trouble. And I'm still struggling to find balance, to
yeah,
find a
yeah,
good way. And yeah, and also not to let me drag down by this. As Lalita told me, there's a lot of guilt feelings inside of me. And I think she's right. I first didn't understand what she means, but
yeah,
yeah, when analyzing it, there is guilt feeling also when I miss classes and things like that.
uh,
Yeah,
well, yeah,
but
just do the best you can, and it'll all even out in due
yeah,
course. Because just by even the little crying you're doing, it's emptying, purifying. So whatever you can do for the cause, your cause,
yeah,
it's good. Yeah,
yeah.
you
Since
know,
yesterday, it's really going upwards.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
been
The
a
Lord
tough
is
time
giving you.
before,
He, you see how He condenses everything, and sometimes He says, "Well, she doesn't have a lot of time, so we'll give her a good dose."
Yeah, thanks to all of you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Noodles is also she kind of gets busy too. She's got to do her thing to get the kid ready, take him to school. Bonnie's working a couple jobs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, you give a beautiful class. Oh, did you give a class yesterday too? Oh, oh. Did you give a class, Janine, yesterday?
Yeah, I started. I actually wanted to
Oh,
read
yeah, you
after chanting in the
started.
morning. Exactly. Then I started talking while I was chanting, and then I saw Jan had written to me that you were alive. So I interrupted,
Ah,
of course.
oh, okay. That was it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Keep it up. Whenever you get time, do a little live read or chant, and yeah, it'll help. You'll find it'll help you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And the taste of the reading comes back.
yeah, yeah. Isn't that great? That's the life, man. Is that the more taste you get for that, that's developing the attachment. Yeah, it gets stronger and stronger. Yeah, yeah. You want to say anything, Noodles?
No, I just wanted to come on. Not
Okay,
many,
good.
nothing actually to say.
Okay, good. Thanks for come on. Yeah.
But yeah, Maharaj, actually, um, I mean, I can't really say, but I'm not comfortable enough to say what it was. But then I feel I have purified in the dream yesterday. I did. I mean, it was so painful. That dream felt so fucking real, man. Oh gosh, just woke
Oh,
up and I was talking with Funny. I'm like, crap. It felt like crap. I mean, I was literally crying and I was going through pain. It's like, yeah, it was.
well, that's
And
good.
after that I had you in a dream. After I had that, I then had you. We were just sitting conversing, and then you were going somewhere down the stairs. Like, there were stairs, and then you were just walking down into it. Was like, deep somewhere, and then you were just, that's all I could remember.
Uh,
But yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's good. Whatever it is, pain or pleasure in a dream, it's always something purifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, good. Yeah. All right. So, anything else? I think otherwise we'll just end it here. Yeah. And Lolita later on, whenever she feels like it, will go on. Yeah. Yeah. You have any timeline for that, Lolita? We can.
No, Gurmach, I only make sure that there is around 1 hour between your ending
Okay. Yeah.
class and
Yeah.
mine. I
Okay. Yeah.
make
Yeah.
sure
Well.
otherwise
Yeah.
people are,
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll end it here. Thank you very much for coming, everybody. And we'll be back.